doctor. Say bye-bye to the mens. Say bye-bye. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Did you say good morning, lizards? Oh boy. Oh boy. Say good morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. This is Tiffany 100 Plus, Abandoned Dogs, Everglades, Florida, with Mario. We are on our way to Southeast Veterinary Neurology once again for his Cytosar treatment. This will be his 64th treatment. See, I'm at a red light. Okay, you can see him. Sorry, I'm actually holding the phone in my hand to do this video because the little contraption that I used to prop my phone up in broke. So I am got my elbow propped with the phone in my hand, and I'm just trying to keep it straight, pointed in his direction, so hopefully you can see him clearly. We are on our way to our 64th infusion treatment at Southeast Veterinary Neurology. He has been doing well, with the exception of the horrific storms that we have had in South Florida the last couple weeks, because he is terrified of storms. Very, 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 very scared. It makes me very nervous. I'm afraid he's going to have a stroke or something. He gets himself so worked up. But other than that, he has been doing great. He has been his normal, happy, goofy, cuddly self. His vision seems to be better. He does still have a little bit of issue, I've noticed, when we come in from the outside into the house. It seems as though he really can't see where he's going. But then once his eyes adjust to being inside, then he is better. So that is one way that I could see that there definitely was a slight change in his vision from when he had the drop in the white cells and we had to wait a week for his treatment. But again, it's only right when we come in from outside, and then once his eyes adjust, then he's fine. Everything else has been good. He has not had any kind of mobility issues or anything like that, so I'm really happy with that. We are now in September, so he is on his, I believe, 64th or 65th treatment. When we brought him in, they said we'd be lucky if we have 2 years with him. We're going on in 3 months celebrating 4 years. So that's amazing in and of itself. So I probably will be talking to his neurologist today about kind of switching things up a little bit. We did discuss it two treatments ago. I did tell you guys a little bit about it. I think when I picked him up, she's talking about trying to stretch his Cytosar out a little bit because it has been so many years that he's on it. but we know that we can't just stretch it out because of what happened last time. So she was talking about potentially adding another immunosuppressant drug, like cyclosporine, to the mix, to see if, we give him another one that maybe we can kind of stretch out his treatments, to kind of give his body a little bit of a rest. He's been doing great, so it's not like this is, because something happened or anything like that. It's just something to be a little bit easier on him than having to be there every 3 weeks and get the drug every 3 weeks. If we can give him a little bit more of a drug and then stretch him to every 4 weeks, then, it could just be easier on him. Mister, what are you doing back there? Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. You sit the right way in your seat like a good boy. Thank you. So I'll probably speak to her a little bit more about that after she gives him his exam and does everything she needs to do, make sure that he's okay. I did tell her when I was speaking with her about it that I didn't want to do anything to change anything, at least for a few rounds, so that we knew that he was back to being, completely stable as he had been in the past. I wanted to make sure that he was totally stable, no changes, no deficits, before we discussed making any changes. So, I don't know if we're quite there yet, but we may have the discussion again today, depending on his examination and his blood work and everything. His white cells did go up last time. I'm hoping they're holding steady. That's my hope. He hasn't acted like they've tanked, but he didn't really act like they tanked the last time either. So there was no real telltale sign that was happening, because believe me, if there was, I would have had him at the vet. As you guys know, I watch him like a hawk. Any small little deficit or deviant in normal behavior, or something that just doesn't look right, or his eye doesn't look right, or anything, I immediately bring it up to a doctor or get him into a doctor. And with that, there was no tell. There was no sign that was happening to him, until they did the blood work and they saw it. So, unfortunately, it's not like, I guess it's not the same as when your red blood cells plummet. You get very lethargic and sick and, pale gums and all of that. So there's ways you can tell when your red cells are down, but apparently there's not really much to let you know that your white cells are plummeting, unfortunately. So hopefully everything is back to normal. Hopefully his exam goes off without a hitch and everything is good and there's no decline and no deficits, and he'll get his treatment today, and then maybe we'll discuss in a little bit more depth about changing it up maybe next go round, as long as everything is perfect today. If there's little issues today, then no, that's definitely on the back burner. But at home, he's been great. Like I said, he's his normal, happy, goofy, affectionate self. He loves snuggling with his mommy and his brothers and stealing his brother's bones and going for his walks and walking around the lake and looking at all the birds and the iguanas, and he's been great. So very, very lucky. Right, buddy? Right, my missus back there? That's my missus back there. How's my missus? We had our breakfast and went for walks. And now we gotta go to doctors. but only for a few hours, right? Because this one is different. Now that we get the sub-Q infusion, we don't gotta stay all day. No, we don't. It's much faster, much easier, and we get home by dinner time. Isn't that great? Because we like our dinner. We don't like to miss a meal. No, we do not. That's my hungry hippo back there. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, we are on our way. We are, of course, hitting some bad traffic on the turnpike this morning, but we should hopefully be there shortly. He will get his exam from Dr. Sunil, and I believe she will probably check his white cell too before she does the treatment, and then she'll give me a call and let me know everything's going. I am hoping everything will be great. He'll have his treatment. I'll pick him up this afternoon sometime around 4:30, and then I, of course, will jump on to give you guys the update and let you know how everything went. I, of course, as always, have the donate button on this video. If you would like to donate to his treatment today, to his ongoing treatment, we not only have to pay for this treatment, we also have to pay for his prednisone, which he needs a refill on this time around. We had a couple refills ready for him at Publix, but I used the last one, so I believe we need to do a new script and a new refill. So we also need to pay for that. We have to pay for his blood work that he has done. So it is an ongoing expense for our organization. But it is an expense that if we did not take on, he would not be here today. He would not be enjoying his life the way that he does. So it is a needed expense, and it is one that you guys have taken on and given him this chance at having a happy, normal, enjoyable life that he would not have had without you guys. You're the ones that have made this possible for this long. You're the ones that got him to over 3.5 years survival when he didn't have that in him. So thank you very much. I do have the donate button as well as in the verbiage. There are all the links with the other ways to donate, whether it be PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App, whatever is easiest for you, whichever you're more comfortable with. The links are there. You can choose one. And then, of course, our mailing address is in the verbiage as well. If you are one of those people that prefer to write checks, we take checks too. So, once again, thank you all so very much. I could not thank you enough because this is personal to me. He lives in my house. I was the one that took him on as a foster when he was blind, and I just couldn't stand him being in a strange place and not being able to see, so I took him home into my house and took him on as a foster and said I would do whatever it took, you know, driving back and forth to the neurologist every 3 weeks for 3.5 years. And it's been worth every single second of that 3.5 years just to be able to see him play and to be able to get his hugs and his kisses and just to see him thrive. So it is personal for me when I thank you guys. It is honestly from the bottom of my heart with so much gratitude because of you guys. I get to watch him thrive. So thank you so very much. We're almost there, so I am going to sign off, and of course, as I said, I will jump on later when I pick him up and give you guys a full update. So I hope you all enjoy your Friday. I hope that it stays dry for once today. This is Tiffany and Mario, 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida. I'll see you guys later.